This sucks. This sucks.
On this episode of Roadtripping with Sports Betting Truth,
Yeah, stop in the middle of the road.
after spending the last 10 days going east, I finally start heading back west.
I wanted the official start of my westbound portion of this trip to be...
Despite some personal doubts, I decided to go see a family member in the nation's largest city.
Am I on camera?
Yeah.
It's a frustrating drive and I begin to have regrets.
Get out of the road.
Is it worth it in the end?
Man, I'm officially a rain curse.
This is Roadtripping with Sports Betting Truth. Man, it is humid. Humid. Time to start heading the other direction. I've been going east for 10 days now?
Today was supposed to be opening Thursday of college football. I was supposed to be in Las Vegas. I was supposed to be going to Chicken Shack and all that. Going to the Westgate. Nope, not happening. Man, I burned like 3 gallons of gas just driving around Cape Cod yesterday. Man, it is so humid and sticky. Like even in this car, and this is why it sucks not having an AC. I wanted the official start of my westbound portion of this trip to be starting at the lighthouse, so that's why I came back here. Kind of underwhelming to start the westbound portion from a motel.
It's a shame it's so foggy because there's actually some pretty nice scenery driving this direction west in Massachusetts. So right now it's 78 degrees, but it's cloudy and foggy. As long as the sun is not directly shining, I should be able to get away with just needing to crack the windows and not rolling the top down. Otherwise, I'm gonna have the top down if it's anything higher than 75 degrees or so. State number 20 of this trip, Rhode Island. Like a lot of other states in the region, this is my first time here since 2002, but I've been through Rhode Island to and from many times, but it's always just to drive to and from Cape Cod. I've never actually stopped in Rhode Island to do anything. It's just driving through, and that's going to be the same case today. State number 21 is Connecticut. It is where my mom is from. Didn't take too long to drive through Rhode Island there, maybe 40 minutes. I've been to Connecticut a lot because when I was a kid, a lot of my mom's family still lived here, so we would come here for weeks at a time. You know, my mom would just take me here for weeks. Probably not going to be stopping anywhere in Connecticut today, though. Not my final destination. Don't have anyone to visit, so I'll just be driving through just like I did Rhode Island. But welcome to Connecticut. "83 degrees and sunny." It's starting to get miserable in here. Not miserable, but it's starting to get warm. And I don't know how much longer the cracking the window is going to cut it. New Haven, Connecticut, home of Yale University. I actually interviewed for a job here a couple years ago, and I made it really far in the process, but I let them know from the beginning what my salary expectations were, and they were a lot higher than I would ask for other jobs, because I was like, if you're going to have me move to New Haven, Connecticut, you're going to have to pay up. And I probably did like 6 interviews or so, and then finally when it came time to start negotiating salary, I stood firm, and they acted all offended and insulted that I was still asking for that amount. It's like, I told you guys from the beginning what I was looking for salary-wise, and they threw a little hissy fit and everything. I'm like, why did you even give me 6 interviews if you were going to just lowball me like that? So anyway, I did move to New Haven. I'm kind of glad.
It's nice to be greeted by traffic in Stamford, Connecticut, my first time here in 18 years. This is my mom's hometown where she wasn't born here, but she grew up here, went to high school here. This is where I would always come to visit my grandparents and some aunts and uncles back in the day, but this is Stamford. My mom grew up in the Chapin Point area, but I'm not going to be stopping, just passing through. Like I said, I don't have any family left here anymore, so there's really nothing to see. It's 89 degrees, I'm starting to get hot, my back is like, sweating pretty bad. My GPS is trying to take me around this traffic jam, so I'm around downtown Stamford right now. I saw the movie Big Daddy in downtown Stamford.
Welcome to New York.
Back in New York, I'm going to be heading into my final destination, which is Brooklyn. I know I said I'm trying to avoid big cities, but my sister lives in Brooklyn, so I'm going to be visiting her today. This is going to be my first time in New York City since 1999, so it's been 21 years. Before 9/11, before all that, so...
City Field over there on the right. I don't know if anyone can see it. You see, this is exactly why I have tried to avoid big cities on this trip, because I want to be driving and not sitting in traffic. Like, I'm only 9 miles away from my sister's apartment, but it says I'm still 45 minutes away. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's what I'm trying to avoid. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not a city person. I'm not really a big fan, but I'm willing to suck that up for a day so I can visit my sister, who I haven't seen in almost a year. So it is what it is, but
And they're obsessed with you voting.
I'm on Jackie Robinson Parkway right now, and my mom used to tell me stories about how she used to go trick-or-treating at Jackie Robinson's house because he lived in Stamford after he retired. This sucks. This sucks. Get out of the road, moron. Gosh. Like, what gives people the right to think they can just walk up to people's car in the middle of the street? Yeah, stop in the middle of the road, dumbass. See, this is exactly why I didn't want to come here. It's the holy trinity of manual transmission, it being 90 degrees and having no AC makes it even more frustrating and stressful. Great, now my phone's overheating, so I don't know how to get to my sister's apartment. Great, awesome. Not a good impression of New York City for me for the first time in 18 years. Alright, we got another truck stopped in the middle of the street. I'm starting to get really angry now. I just don't know why anyone would want to voluntarily live in a place like this. I mean, I'm already over it and I haven't even been here for an hour. Alright, this better be a parking spot where they don't tow me from. So far, so bad. Because of the traffic. You know, not the traffic, just all the red lights. Man, you need an elevator. Oh yeah, this reminds me of my Seattle apartment. I am cooling off. It's probably the best view I've had so far on any place I've stayed.
Am I on camera?
Yeah.
Masks up.
Mask up. Yep. What do you do for a living?
I'm a nurse in New York City.
Right? These days, someone saying that I know my sister is a nurse is the equivalent of saying my uncle works at Nintendo back in the day. No one's going to believe you, right? Because everyone wants to say my sister or my aunt or my cousin is a nurse to justify their stances on whatever political agenda they want to push about COVID. But I actually have a sister who is a nurse in Brooklyn.
Okay, but I have no political affiliation.
Yeah, there you go. Well, my sister has to go back to work, so I'm going to be on my own for the next few hours in New York City. Hopefully I don't get into trouble.
Until we reunite, of course.
Yes, until we reunite.
Mamma mia, what's his name?
I never realized how tall those buildings were. If my AC worked, I would definitely be driving. These streets are practically empty. Everything you hate about ad campaigns can be traced to Madison Avenue. Madison Avenue is a cancer in the marketing world. Like the wrestler, I bought knockoff Oakleys last time I was here in 1999. They broke like in 2 weeks. It's sad that they need 4 NYPD officers to watch a George Washington statue. That's sad. Why would anyone want to deface George Washington? Seriously. Only an idiot, I guess. Is it gonna rain? Yeah, I think so. It's like I had to point it straight up. Alright. It's 4:30, I should head back. Yeah, it was nice to see like Trump Tower and the Empire State Building and the World Trade Center and all that, but that is not my scene at all. I am not a big fan of concrete jungle urban areas like that. It's kind of like downtown Las Vegas, and it like once is fine, but I can't do it more than once. I am tired. 16,000 steps. After some rest, I'm going to go get some New York pizza. Is it gonna rain?
Stop. 7th Avenue and Union Street.
No mask for me.
I feel like you and Ryan could have a business.
This place better be good. What's this trip without a little rain, huh? I'm hurrying. I'm hurrying. Where is everybody? I love South Park. South Park is the best. Looks like it's raining to me. Man, the rain's spoiling everything. Am I right? Oh no.
This has really ruined like
It's raining really hard now. Rain! Story of the last 2 days is rain and wind. Oh man, it's really coming down. Man, I'm officially a rain curse. They said yesterday in Cape Cod it hasn't rained in months, and now it hasn't rained like this here in New York City in a while. I am the rain curse. Go. Well, I'm wet. Well, it looks like the rain stopped. I still got to see enough today, even though it rained. I'm tired though. Ready to go to bed. I'll be back in the morning.